Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
There was a sage. He was doing his prayers in the water, and then he found a scorpion which was drowning in the water. He picked it up to save it, but then it stung him, so he dropped it. He did that a lot of times, and then this person asked him, what are you doing? Why aren't you just letting it drown? So the sage replied, my nature is to help anything, even though it's going to hurt me. And he also said that it's the scorpion's nature to hurt anybody or like sting them if it's getting touched.
So one point, at least I thought we can elaborate here is how this nature is so strong. The scorpion nature is so strong that whoever is the person, he wants to sting, irrespective of whether it's a sage or somebody, sage who's trying to even rescue him, right? And the sage's nature is also so strong, he's so compassionate that even if somebody is hurting him, he wants to help him. So the story illustrates how the nature is so strong. So everybody has a particular nature based on how they are situated with respect to modes. Who knows about 3 modes of material nature? Ignorance, passion and goodness. So all of us are a combination of these 3 modes. Somebody is more in goodness, somebody is more in passion, somebody is more in ignorance, or somebody is a combination of these 3. There could be so many combinations, like 3 into 3 into 3, right? So many of them. So based on this combination, everybody acts in a particular way. Very strongly we act in a particular way. A person is too much in mode of ignorance, how does he act? Sleepy, lazy, and always wants to drink maybe. So how about person in the mode of passion? How would he behave? How would he appear to us?
If we ask him to do something, he'll say do I get something in return?
Oh, very good. So he is very fruitive. He always thinking about what is his profit for it. Okay?
He always wants to do something.
Yes, he is always active. He cannot be peaceful. 1 minute if you ask him to sit and chant, he will say no, I have to get go running around everywhere.
They don't think about what they really need. They think about other stuff. They don't think about what they need necessarily.
Yeah. So they just think about how to earn more wealth and how to enjoy more. That's what person in the mode of passion. They don't think about how to completely solve the problems of life. They don't think. They just want to be happy, so-called happy. Okay, what about person in the mode of goodness? How does he behave? Okay, Bhavik.
He is more into spiritual stuff, reading scriptures, reading Prabhupada, sharing, good nature.
Good nature, okay. Person in the mode of goodness does his activities as a matter of duty. He doesn't do what he gets for him. He doesn't do because, okay, I'm going to get fame and other things. He just does because I have certain quality or ability I can share with somebody, so I'll just do it as a duty.
Devotees, they will follow Ekadashi.
Yeah, so they're determined in their devotional practices. Okay, now we're going to talk about person who can be above these 3 modes. These 3 modes are still going to keep us within this material world. Even if we come to mode of goodness, which is so-called good, right? It's going to keep us in this material world because we cannot get out of this cycle of birth and death. Probably we will become a very rich man in next life if we are pious. But still we have to die. So the goal is to get above these 3 modes and come to the state of pure goodness. Come to Shuddha Sattva or pure goodness state. So what are the symptoms of person in pure goodness? That is a pure devotee. How do, for example, Srila Prabhupada, how does he, what are some of symptoms?
He's completely detached, even though he appears. He's attached to
He's attached to serving Krishna, but he's detached from results. And results he wants to give to Krishna, not for himself.
Serving nature,
preaching, serving nature,
trying to spread
Krishna consciousness.
He's not lazy. He's not wanting money. He's not
He's not doing for duty also, he's doing for Krishna.
He's doing
for Krishna. So you understand now? It's a very good point. So he's not lazy, saying, okay, I will sleep. He's not in the mode of ignorance. And he's not doing for money, so he's not in the mode of passion. He's not doing just for the sake of duty, right? That's mode of goodness. He's doing for Krishna. That's mode of pure goodness. So if you do any activity just for Krishna's pleasure, then it's pure mode of pure goodness. So now the question is, if we analyze ourselves to be particularly predominant in a particular mode, let's say, we can say, like I can say myself to be more passionate when compared to goodness or ignorance. So somebody can judge themselves to be, I'm more, mode of ignorance. So, how can I help myself? How can I pick up myself? So we know mode of goodness is much better for devotional life when compared to other lower modes. And more of pure goodness is even better. How can I change the effect of the modes on me? Can I change? Is it all statically configured that, I don't have any choice?
Like if you want to go into the mode of goodness, you can just first start chanting and reading, and after you pass that, you can go to
Yeah. So basically she is saying practical tip to elevate ourselves is to do activities of pure goodness or activities of goodness, actually pure devotion service. Or rather, if you do activities in pure devotion service, that will automatically elevate us to higher modes, including pure goodness.
I was thinking association.
Association, that's a very good point. So especially with association, it will, as we said, right, desires will change. When desires changes, automatically the modes will change. So that verse which illustrates all these points, Sanatana Goswami says this verse that anybody, whoever is low born, can also be elevated to become a topmost Vaishnava if he is given proper initiation and training. So it all happens by Diksha, the power of spiritual master who gives the Diksha, and training. So by Diksha and training, anybody can be elevated to stage of pure goodness. So we should not be upset, like, primarily I am in mode of passion, primarily I am in the mode of ignorance. I don't have a way to proceed further. But if we take to the process of devotion service seriously, we can elevate ourselves by the mercy of Krishna, the help of Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.